All right, everybody. So here we are, a mini grammar lesson, mini grammar lesson, mini grammar lesson, mini grammar lesson, mini grammar lesson. Run-on sentences. How do we recognize them? How do we fix them? Let's go forward. So what's in this presentation? In this presentation, we will look at a run-on sentence, identify the reason the sentence is a run-on, break the run-on sentence up into individual thoughts, sentence combine or use coordination to connect like thoughts, use subordination to create an introductory word or word group for a sentence, and complete the thought so the reader will not be left hanging. Look at this sentence. The sentence above is an example of a run-on sentence. Let's see if you can guess the reason or the reasons the above sentence is a run-on. And this is how you do it. First, read the above sentence aloud slowly so you can hear it. Notice where you hear confusing text or the text leaves you wondering. Now, let me go back. I went too far. I'm going to read the sentence, okay? So the moment that changed my life was when I was 16. Before my life changed, everything was beautiful for me. I was with my parents. I was studying high school and I was going to do the third semester. But suddenly everything changed when I made the mistake of telling my parents. So we read it aloud. We heard it. Did you notice any confusing text? Let's go forward. So the reason that this sentence here, the moment that changed my life, was before I was 16, before my life changed, everything was beautiful for me. I was with my parents. I was studying high school and I was going to do the third semester, but suddenly everything changed. And when I made the mistake of telling my parents, has multiple thoughts. Right? This sentence that we're looking at right here on the screen has multiple thoughts, and some of the thoughts go together and some of them do not. So let's look, let's break it up. So now, in this sentence, there are at least 3 different thoughts, okay? At least. So the first thought, right? The moment that changed my life was when I was 16. Okay. The moment that changed my life was when I was 16. That's one thought, right? The second thought is, before my life changed, everything was beautiful for me. I was with my parents. I was studying high school and I was going to do a third semester, right? Those are related. Now we could break this second thought down even further. Let's do it. So this sentence can be broken down, or the second thought can be broken down even further. So now, I was with my parents. I was studying high school, right? I was going to do a third semester. Those are all thoughts, right? So this second half, right? I was with my parents, I was studying high school, and I was going to do a third semester. Can be broken down even further. So the third one, the third thought is, but suddenly everything changed when I made the mistake of telling my parents. But what did you tell your parents? We don't know, because the writer didn't tell us. So as the reader, we have to guess. There's something missing. That's an incomplete thought there, right? So now let's use some sentence combining, some coordination, and also a little bit of subordination for this run-on sentence here. So fixing run-on sentences. So since I have identified the first thought, I will put a period at the end of that thought or sentence. But I have to remember what a sentence is. A sentence has a subject, a verb, and it is a complete thought. Something can have a subject and a verb and not be a complete thought. The moment that changed my life was when I was 16. Boom, there's the sentence. But I still have this other stuff to get through, right? So the next thought will begin a new sentence. So I will capitalize the word before. Before is also a preposition, right? So before my life changed, everything was beautiful for me. Okay, does that make sense? Yes, it does, right? So what did I do? Before my life changed, I capitalized before my life changed. I put a comma after change and everything was beautiful for me. Now, the next one, I have to tell the reader the reason everything was beautiful. Right? So I will use the word because to connect the following thoughts. Before my life change, everything was beautiful for me because I was with my parents, right? Now I have several related thoughts, right? And I could connect them all to before my life change, everything was beautiful for me because I was with my parents. I could connect to that. Or I could start a new sentence and combine the two thoughts with a coordinating word, and, which is a fanboy. I was studying high school and I was going to do a third semester. So I was studying high school as a sentence. I was going to do a third semester as a sentence, and I combined them with the coordinating word, the fanboys, and. So I put a comma after the first sentence. I was studying high school, comma, and I was going to do a third semester. Last, I'm going to get rid of but. Remember, but suddenly, right? And I do not need it here. Why don't I need but suddenly? Because I have the word suddenly here, and that's an introductory phrase, or that's going to start an introductory phrase for me, right? That little adverb suddenly, right? So to give more clarity to this sentence, right, I have to tell the reader what I told my parents that was a mistake. Suddenly, everything changed when I made the mistake of telling my parents I was moving to the United States, right? That's what I told my parents. I was moving to the United States. So here's the original sentence. I'm going to read it one more time. The moment that changed my life was when I was studying. The moment that changed my life was when I was 16 before my life changed. Everything was beautiful for me. I was with my parents. I was studying high school and I was going to do the third semester. But suddenly everything changed when I made the mistake of telling my parents. Here is the revised sentence. The moment that changed my life was when I was 16. Period. Before my life changed, comma, everything was beautiful for me because I was with my parents, period. I was studying high school and I was going to do a third semester, period. Suddenly, comma, everything changed when I made the mistake of telling my parents I was moving to the United States. Now, we have revised this sentence. We revised for clarity, right? We completed thoughts, and we also revised for related thoughts, right? And we also revised, right, for complete sentences. All right, guys, this is how you fix run-ons. And now I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to stop share. And here I am. I'm going to stop recording. Have a great day, everybody.